much as we can is just to show you how this all works. So if we set this at the 45, which is this angle here and here, and you want your turn, whatever flexibility you have, of the lower half to match the top half. And the reason for this is twofold. One, the club does go back on an arc, but as you can see, if you get your pivot right, this goes down, the club goes straight back, the face is at the same angle as your spine, and then from there, it goes straight through in the arc. So if you're just starting, just start small and use that motion there to draw the club back. Not your hands, not your shoulders. Kick moves everything away. Kick moves everything through. So from there to there, it's all driven from your feet. So it looks something like that on the way back, and that on the way through. And if you can drill that, hit shots like that. You can hit shots one-handed. And make sure you get that moving. Everything now is moving as a pillar. So although you're bent over, everything's now moving. This all moves as a one, and then when you recenter, this all moves as a one, which creates the room for the club to swing on the inside through. So it keeps your body all in line and moving freely. So you can start by hitting some little shots, waist high, using the kick. The only time you're not using a kick is on tiny little delicate chip shots, i.e. you would be doing this type of thing. And I think that's where people get confused, because the short game is a totally different move than the full swing. That's why you can have faults in your swing but have a tremendous short game, because you're not requiring anything on the lower half to move in the short game. It's got to be quiet. But in the long game and through the swing, you then need to have your pivot working for you. You see that move there takes the club away without me moving anything else. Perfect. And then from there the club goes up. This recenters. This comes through. You're like swinging on monkey bars. What do I mean? So when you take it to the top, your arms are attached to this plane here, which is down the way. And your arms then move like that. Your back doesn't move. And it's that way and up. Think of it like you're hanging on monkey bars. Your shoulders, your back, but your shoulders and that are down at the point of hanging, and your arms come down, but your back remains pointing at the... I'll show you. So start doing this together. 45 is just purely so that you know if you can hit that on the follow through, or if you're really flexible, you'll start to hit a 90. That's if you've got real good flexibility, so don't worry about that. So grip down the shaft, hit little shots, but use the kick until you start. This is from cold, so until you start feeling the tempo teaching you that your right side goes back and stays back, where the left side clears. Right, so just start doing this little. So even with a little, kick it back and kick it through. And your ball, don't worry about your ball contact. It's so you can build it up and get the feel. Tee it up if you want. Use a tee. Tee it up. Make it easier. So you are kicking. Doing that, hit 50, 100. Honestly, spend a lot of time at the very, very core basics. Remember, you're not chipping here, you're actually working on your full swing. You're working on your full swing takeaway by kicking to take it back and kicking to go through. The full swing then becomes the exact same move with every single club. Do the same walking in, do the same positioning, the same everything, and then use your knees to kick it up. And everything you see looks and resembles something that every good golfer has. A kind of looseness but firmness, and a kind of swing path that generates this kind of move here, and then a delay lag. You're coming into the 45 and everything's coming out. So you've kind of got a reverse C on the follow through, because you are going and you are learning a classic golf swing. None of this modern hybrid swing stuff. This is a classic golf swing you're learning. Bobby Jones, Seve Ballesteros, Johnny Miller, Corey Pavin. A classic golf swing. The modern tour players are able to keep both feet, relatively speaking, on the ground and achieve that perfect pivot there by keeping that like that. But for the average player like me, you, hip mobility, flexibility, 9 times out of 10 you won't have it. You might have it, but to feel the pivot and get the pivot, the best way is to kick it. Everything's straight, everything's, and you'll find yourself hitting like Tommy Fleetwood-esque drills, the way he holds a sort of follow through. But this is the quickest way to feel this path, and it is a flow. It's not like a hit. You're not hitting the ball. You're flowing everything from the ground kick, and there's so much stored energy and power. You will amaze yourself, because you get the club way up here, and it's coming down. You don't need to hammer it, and it's naturally going to find the ball. So on that note, thanks for watching. Remember, the channel's all for charity. Macmillan Healthy Heroes and Shelter UK. There'll be a lot more of this coming up. Hopefully when there's no backpack, wind blowers shooting about. Thanks for watching.